Johnny Depp has played many unforgettable roles, but one in particular left a lasting impact, not just on him, but also on his daughter, Lily-Rose Depp. This role was more than just another character. It was an emotional experience that stayed with him long after filming ended. While Depp is known for his deep dedication to his characters, this one affected him in ways he never expected. Even years later, his daughter recalls how watching her father in this role as a child left her feeling disturbed and unsettled. It wasn't just about how he looked on screen, it was something deeper, something that made her see the world differently. The emotions tied to this performance have never truly faded, proving that some roles aren't just about acting. They leave real scars. So which role was it? And why does it still haunt both Johnny and Lily-Rose Depp? From Kentucky to Hollywood, the early years and rise to fame. Johnny Depp is one of the most famous actors of his generation, known for his eccentric roles and unique acting style. But before the fame, before the iconic characters like Captain Jack Sparrow, Depp's journey to stardom was anything but ordinary. His early life was filled with challenges, musical dreams, and unexpected opportunities that shaped his career. Let's take a look at how Johnny Depp's early years led to his rise in Hollywood. Johnny Depp was born on June 9, 1963, in Owensboro, Kentucky, to Betty Sue Palmer and John Christopher Depp. His family had a bit of a nomadic lifestyle, and they didn't stay in one place for too long. They moved around frequently, living in various parts of the United States. Eventually, they settled in Florida when Johnny was a teenager. This constant moving meant that Depp experienced different parts of the country, and it also meant that he had to adjust to new schools and environments quite often. Growing up, Depp had a challenging childhood. His parents' marriage was tumultuous, and they divorced when Johnny was just 15 years old. While this could have been a tough time for many kids, Depp found a way to escape through his love for music and his creativity. He was always drawn to the arts, and music became his main outlet for expression. Depp's childhood wasn't easy, but it was during these formative years that he began to develop the passions that would later influence his career. By the time Johnny was 16, he was determined to follow his dreams in the music world. He dropped out of high school to pursue a career in music, a decision that would set the course for his future. Depp joined a rock band called The Kids, and they performed in local clubs around Florida. Although The Kids didn't have much success, Johnny was deeply passionate about music. His time in the band gave him a chance to live out his creative dreams, even if it didn't lead to immediate fame. Even though the band didn't go far, Depp's connection to music remained strong throughout his career. Later in life, he would form the supergroup Hollywood Vampires, alongside rock legends like Alice Cooper and Joe Perry. In 1983, Johnny Depp's personal life took an important turn when he married Lori Ann Allison, a makeup artist. Lori played a significant role in shaping Depp's future, especially when it came to his career in acting. It was through her that Depp was introduced to actor Nicolas Cage. Cage would later become a key figure in Depp's journey to stardom. Nicolas Cage encouraged Depp to try his hand at acting, suggesting he go to auditions and give Hollywood a shot. Cage even helped Depp land his first audition, which set him on a path that would lead to his big break in the film industry. Depp became interested in acting after reading about James Dean and watching Rebel Without a Cause. Nicolas Cage helped him get an audition for A Nightmare on Elm Street with Wes Craven. Since Depp had no acting experience, he said he ended up acting by accident. He got the role of the main character's boyfriend, one of Freddy Krueger's victims, partly because Craven's daughter noticed him. Johnny Depp's acting career began in 1984 with a role in Wes Craven's horror classic, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Depp played Glenn Lance, one of the teens terrorized by the infamous Freddy Krueger. While it wasn't a starring role, A Nightmare on Elm Street became a huge success, and Depp's performance caught the attention of both critics and audiences. It was clear that Depp had a natural charisma on screen, even if his role wasn't the biggest. Johnny Depp's big breakthrough came in 1987 when he was cast in the TV series 21 Jump Street. The show, which followed a group of young-looking police officers working undercover in high schools, quickly became a hit. Depp played Officer Tom Hansen, a character who was tasked with investigating teenage crime while trying to blend in as a student. The show's popularity skyrocketed, and Depp became a teen heartthrob almost overnight. Hollywood's success and the iconic roles that defined his career. Johnny Depp's career is full of unforgettable characters, incredible performances, and collaborations with some of Hollywood's most talented directors. From quirky roles in Tim Burton films to his iconic portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow, Depp's journey to becoming one of the biggest stars in Hollywood is as unique as the roles he's played. Let's take a look at some of the key moments that helped shape Johnny Depp's Hollywood success and the iconic characters that turned him into a global superstar. One of the defining moments in Johnny Depp's career came in 1990 when he was cast in Tim Burton's Edward Scissorhands. This movie was not just another role for Depp, it was the film that truly established him as a serious actor. In the movie, Depp plays Edward, a gentle and misunderstood man with scissor blades for hands who tries to fit into suburban life. The character was unlike anything Depp had done before, a blend of innocence, sadness, and surrealism that required him to communicate emotions without much dialogue. Edward Scissorhands became an instant classic and showed the world that Depp was much more than just a pretty face. His performance was emotional and powerful, and the film's unique style perfectly matched Depp's offbeat personality. This movie also marked the beginning of Depp's long-running partnership with Tim Burton, a director known for his dark, whimsical films. The two would go on to collaborate many times throughout Depp's career, creating some of his most memorable roles. In 1994, Johnny Depp worked with Tim Burton again, this time starring in Ed Wood, a biopic about the eccentric filmmaker, often called the worst director of all time. Depp played the title role of Ed Wood, a man known for his passion for filmmaking despite his lack of skill. The film was a critical success, and Depp's portrayal of the lovable, determined Wood earned him praise for bringing the character to life in a way that was both funny and endearing. Around the same time, Depp began to form a close friendship with writer Hunter S. Thompson. Depp was introduced to Thompson's wild world of drug-fueled adventures and offbeat philosophy, and the two quickly became close friends. Thompson, known for his book Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, was a major influence on Depp during this time. The friendship would lead to one of Depp's most iconic roles in 1998, when he starred in the film adaptation of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Depp played the role of Raoul Duke, an alter ego of Thompson, and his performance was a chaotic, eccentric dive into the world of madness, drugs, and the American dream. Depp fully immersed himself in the character, and his portrayal of Thompson's wild lifestyle became one of his most memorable roles. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, 1998, is one of those films that many people either love or don't quite understand. Directed by Terry Gilliam, it's an adaptation of Hunter S. Thompson's famous novel about a wild road trip to Las Vegas. Depp plays the character of Raoul Duke, a journalist who goes on a chaotic journey through the desert with his attorney, Dr. Gonzo, played by Benicio del Toro. This role was a huge departure for Depp, as it required him to play an unhinged character who was heavily influenced by Thompson's real-life persona. Depp threw himself into the role, mimicking Thompson's mannerisms and speech patterns. His dedication to the part showed in every scene, capturing the madness of the story in a way that was both darkly comedic and unnerving. If there's one role that truly turned Johnny Depp into a global superstar, it's Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl, 2003. Before this role, Depp was already known for his quirky and offbeat characters, but Jack Sparrow took his fame to a whole new level. In Pirates of the Caribbean, Depp played the eccentric pirate Captain Jack Sparrow, a character whose combination of swagger, humor, and unpredictable behavior made him instantly iconic. The film was a massive success, grossing over $650 million worldwide, and Depp's portrayal of Jack Sparrow was a big part of its popularity. His performance was praised for being fresh, fun, and unlike any pirate character seen before. Depp's portrayal was a perfect mix of comedy and charm, and audiences quickly fell in love with the quirky, sometimes morally questionable captain. The success of Pirates of the Caribbean turned Depp into one of Hollywood's biggest stars. His portrayal of Jack Sparrow became iconic, earning him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor and making the character a pop culture phenomenon. Depp reprised the role in several sequels, and while the films continued to do well at the box office, it was the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie that truly launched Jack Sparrow into the realm of legendary characters. Allegations of heavy drinking and drug use. Johnny Depp has been open about his struggles with substance abuse over the years, and his personal battles with alcohol and drugs have often made headlines. Depp has admitted to using substances as a way of coping with personal challenges and the pressures of his high-profile career. One of the most widely reported incidents of Depp's substance abuse affecting his work occurred during the production of Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Men Tell No Tales, 2017, the fifth installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Reports surfaced that Depp's behavior on set was erratic, and there were concerns about his punctuality and focus, which allegedly resulted in delays and tension with the film's crew. It was said that Depp's drinking and alleged drug use contributed to the disruptions, though he has denied that his personal life had a negative impact on his professional life. A look into his personal life and relationships. Johnny Depp has always been a figure in the spotlight, not just because of his acting, but also due to his high-profile relationships and personal life. From his wild romance with supermodel Kate Moss to his marriage to actress Amber Heard, Depp's love life has been as colorful and dramatic as the roles he's played on screen. Let's take a look at the key moments in his personal life and relationships that have shaped him, both in the public eye and behind the scenes. In the mid-90s, Johnny Depp began dating supermodel Kate Moss, one of the most famous women in the world at the time. Their relationship quickly became one of the most talked-about celebrity romances, known for its intensity and chaos. The couple had a passionate relationship, but it was also marked by tumult and media scrutiny. One of the most infamous incidents during their relationship occurred in 1994, when Depp was arrested for trashing a hotel room at the Mark Hotel in New York. At the time, Depp and Moss were staying at the hotel, and reports indicated that the hotel room was completely destroyed. Depp's wild behavior earned him headlines, and the hotel incident only fueled the tabloid gossip surrounding their relationship. The situation didn't help their public image, but it did cement their reputation as a rebellious, rock and roll couple. Despite the turbulence, Depp and Moss continued their relationship for a few more years. However, by 1998, they parted ways. Moss later reflected on the relationship, admitting that it was difficult, but also an important part of her life. Depp also acknowledged the impact their time together had on him, and although they went through their ups and downs, the relationship remained an iconic moment in both their careers. In 1999, Johnny Depp's personal life took a major turn when he welcomed his first child, Lily-Rose Depp, with French actress and singer Vanessa Paradis. Lily-Rose was born in May of that year, and her arrival had a significant impact on Depp, changing his outlook on life. Depp has spoken about the joy and fulfillment he felt becoming a father. He also described how fatherhood gave him a deeper sense of responsibility and purpose. At the time, Depp was in a long-term relationship with Paradise, and the two formed a tight-knit family. They were often seen as one of Hollywood's more low-key, private couples, living in France, away from the constant paparazzi spotlight that many other celebrities faced. Depp's bond with Lily-Rose was especially close, and he became a doting father, always making time for his children, despite his busy career. Lily-Rose would go on to become a successful model and actress herself, following in her father's footsteps. Depp has always been incredibly supportive of her career, and the two share a special relationship. Lily-Rose Depp has opened up about one of her most surprising childhood memories, how she was traumatized by one of her father's iconic role. In an interview, Lily-Rose shared that she had a hard time processing the film as a child, describing it as a difficult childhood memory. So, which role was it, and why does it still haunt Lily-Rose Depp? One of Johnny Depp's most high-profile relationships was with actress Winona Ryder. Their romance in the early 1990s captivated the media and fans, becoming one of the most talked-about celebrity couples of the time. Their relationship was intense and passionate, and it came with one of the most iconic symbols of young love in Hollywood, the Winona Forever tattoo. Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder first met in 1989 when Depp was in his early 20s and Ryder was in her late teens. They quickly became one of the most adored couples of the decade, often seen together at Hollywood events and in public. Their chemistry was undeniable, and both shared a love for the arts and offbeat roles. Ryder, known for her roles in films like Beetlejuice and Heathers, was a rising star, while Depp had just begun to make a name for himself with films like Edward Scissorhands, 1990. Their relationship quickly became serious, and in 1990, just a year after they began dating, Depp made a bold declaration of his love for Ryder by getting a tattoo that read "Winona Forever" on his upper arm. This gesture became one of the most famous examples of celebrity tattoos at the time, symbolizing the intensity of their romance. The tattoo became a symbol of their love, but it also drew attention to the couple's very public romance. Depp had the words "Winona Forever" inked onto his arm in large, bold lettering, showcasing his devotion to his then-girlfriend. At the time, it was seen as a deeply romantic gesture, especially in the context of Hollywood, where such declarations of love often remained private or temporary. Unfortunately, their relationship was not meant to last. Depp and Ryder broke up in 1993 after being together for just over 3 years. The split was hard on both of them, but they remained on good terms, continuing to respect each other's careers and lives. After the breakup, Johnny Depp decided to alter the "Winona Forever" tattoo. Rather than completely removing the ink, he transformed it into something less tied to his past relationship. He reportedly had the tattoo modified to read "Wino Forever," humorously changing the N to an O, a playful way of reclaiming the tattoo without erasing the past entirely. Lily-Rose Depp shares memories of growing up with parents, Johnny Depp and Vanessa Paradis. Lily-Rose Depp has always been in the spotlight, not just for her own rising career in modeling and acting, but also because of her famous parents, Hollywood legend Johnny Depp and French singer-actress Vanessa Paradis. Growing up between two worlds, Hollywood and Paris, she experienced a unique childhood filled with both glamours and normalcy. In recent interviews, Lily-Rose has opened up about her upbringing, reflecting on the lessons she learned from her parents, the challenges of fame, and how her childhood shaped her into the person she is today. Lily-Rose was born in 1999, right at the peak of Johnny Depp's career, when he was known for his unforgettable roles in movies like Pirates of the Caribbean, Edward Scissorhands, and Sleepy Hollow. At the same time, her mother, Vanessa Paradis, was an international star in music and film, adored by fans in France and beyond. This meant that Lily-Rose's childhood was anything but ordinary. One of the most interesting aspects of her upbringing was that she split her time between Los Angeles and Paris. She often speaks about how this gave her a unique perspective on life. Growing up in Hollywood, she was exposed to the glitz and glamour of the entertainment industry, but her time in France provided a more grounded and private experience. She has said that she feels equally at home in both places, and being bilingual has been a major part of her identity. Even though both her parents were incredibly famous, Lily-Rose has always described her childhood as relatively normal. Of course, it wasn't completely typical. She grew up visiting movie sets, traveling to exotic locations, and attending high-profile events. But at home, Johnny and Vanessa made sure she had a regular childhood. She went to school, had chores, and wasn't spoiled with luxury beyond reason. Her father, Johnny Depp, has always been known for his quirky, artistic personality. In interviews, Lily-Rose has shared stories about how he would create magical experiences for her and her younger brother Jack. Whether it was storytelling, playing music, or dressing up in elaborate costumes, Johnny made sure their home was full of creativity and fun. Vanessa, on the other hand, brought a sense of French elegance and discipline to their lives. Lily-Rose has said that her mother played a huge role in shaping her values, teaching her about hard work, kindness, and staying true to herself. Marriage to Amber Heard. In 2015, Johnny Depp married actress Amber Heard, his co-star from the film The Rum Diary, 2011. Their relationship quickly became a media sensation, and it wasn't long before their whirlwind romance turned into one of the most controversial and publicized celebrity marriages of the 2010s. The couple seemed to be happy at first, with Depp and Heard often sharing photos and public displays of affection. However, things took a dark turn after they tied the knot. In 2016, Heard filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences, and accused Depp of domestic abuse. This claim sparked a media frenzy, and Depp's reputation took a major hit. The couple's divorce battle was messy, with both parties accusing the other of mistreatment. Depp denied all allegations of abuse, and the case became a highly publicized legal battle, with both Depp and Heard exchanging accusations of violent behavior. While the couple eventually settled their divorce in 2017, the controversy surrounding their marriage continued to follow Depp for years. The legal disputes and the accusations against him became a significant part of his personal life, and the scandal created a cloud over his public image. Amber Heard filed for divorce, citing domestic abuse allegations. These allegations were later the subject of a defamation lawsuit that Depp filed against Heard in 2019 after she wrote an op-ed for The Washington Post in 2018 describing herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse. In April 2022, the defamation trial between Depp and Heard began in Fairfax County, Virginia. The trial quickly captured the attention of the media, with both sides making explosive claims. Depp accused Heard of orchestrating a hoax of abuse to tarnish his reputation, while Heard claimed that Depp was the abuser in their relationship, citing multiple instances of alleged violence. Throughout the trial, the couple's personal lives were dissected in detail, and shocking testimony from both Depp and Heard was aired. The courtroom drama was filled with graphic details, private text messages, and even leaked video footage, all of which were used to paint one side as a victim and the other as the perpetrator. Lawsuit against his business managers and the Sun. In 2017, Johnny Depp got caught up in a legal fight that wasn't about his personal life this time. It was about his money. He sued his former business managers, the management group, TMG, accusing them of mishandling his finances, committing fraud, and being negligent with his money. The lawsuit put a spotlight on Depp's financial troubles and became a big public controversy, adding to the challenges he was already facing in his career and personal life. Depp claimed that TMG had been mismanaging his money for years, leading to major financial losses. According to him, they failed to take care of his wealth properly and made risky decisions without his approval. He also said they didn't pay his taxes on time, which led to big penalties, and that they made bad investments and business moves that cost him millions. TMG's legal team fired back, saying Depp's money problems were his own fault because of his wild spending habits. They claimed he had been warned multiple times about his over-the-top expenses, but chose to ignore the advice. According to TMG, Depp's lifestyle was just too expensive to keep up with, and he was spending way more than he was bringing in, which is what really led to his financial mess. In 2018, Depp reached a settlement with TMG, though the details of the agreement were kept private. The settlement ended the legal dispute but left many questions about Depp's finances unanswered. The lawsuit was just one chapter in a series of financial and personal difficulties that Depp faced in the years following the peak of his career. In 2020, Johnny Depp faced a major legal setback when he lost his libel case against The Sun, a British tabloid that had referred to him as a wife-beater in a 2018 article. Depp had sued the newspaper and its publisher, News Group Newspapers, NGN, for defamation, arguing that the claims were false and had severely damaged his reputation and career. However, the court ruled in favor of The Sun, marking a significant blow to Depp's legal battle and public image. Depp filed the lawsuit in response to a The Sun article that criticized Warner Bros. For keeping him in the Fantastic Beasts franchise, despite allegations of domestic abuse from his ex-wife, Amber Heard. The case went to trial in July 2020 at the Royal Courts of Justice in London, where both Depp and Heard testified about their turbulent relationship. The trial lasted 3 weeks and featured explosive allegations from both sides, with Depp insisting that he had never been abusive and accusing Heard of being the aggressor in their marriage. During the trial, The Sun's defense team presented evidence, including witness statements and text messages, to support their claim that Depp had been violent toward Heard. Depp's legal team argued that Heard had fabricated the allegations and was actually the one who had been abusive. The trial captivated the media, with daily updates revealing disturbing details about Depp and Heard's relationship, including drug and alcohol use, violent arguments, and mutual accusations of misconduct. In November 2020, the judge ruled against Depp, stating that The Sun's article was substantially true, and that there was enough evidence to support the newspaper's claim that Depp had assaulted Heard on multiple occasions. This ruling was a major blow to Depp's case, as it suggested that the allegations against him had merit in the eyes of the court. Depp attempted to appeal the decision, but his request was denied in March 2021, effectively closing the case in the UK. Disney cutting ties with Depp. In 2018, Johnny Depp's career took a major hit when Disney decided to part ways with him, effectively ending his run as Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. This decision came after his highly publicized legal battle with The Sun, a British tabloid that labeled him a wife-beater following allegations of domestic abuse from his ex-wife Amber Heard. Depp later claimed that Disney dropped him without giving him a chance to defend himself, adding to the controversy surrounding his career. Depp's legal troubles started when he sued The Sun for libel in 2018, arguing that their claims about him were false and had severely damaged his reputation. However, in 2020, the court ruled in favor of The Sun, stating that there was enough evidence to support the article's claims. This verdict had major consequences for Depp's career, as studios became hesitant to work with him amid the negative press. Around this time, Disney quietly distanced itself from Depp. Though there was no official announcement, it became clear that he would not be returning for future Pirates of the Caribbean films. Depp later revealed in court that he felt betrayed by Disney, claiming that they had fired him without hearing his side of the story. He also suggested that the studio was trying to protect its image rather than standing by him after years of success together. Johnny Depp's most traumatizing role still haunts him and his daughter. Lily-Rose Depp is opening up about the emotional impact Edward Scissorhands had on her as a child. Her father, Johnny Depp, played the iconic role in the 1990 Tim Burton film. And while most kids might have been scared by Edward's eerie appearance, Lily-Rose had a different reason for feeling traumatized. In a recent interview with Harper's Bazaar UK, the Nosferatu actress shared that what truly upset her was how the townspeople treated Edward. Watching her father play a character who was misunderstood and rejected deeply affected her at a young age. "I was traumatized by it. Not because I thought he was scary, but because everyone was being so mean to him, and I got really upset," Lily-Rose revealed. She explained that her parents, Johnny Depp and French actress-singer Vanessa Paradis, let her watch Edward Scissorhands when she was only 3 years old. In the movie, Edward is a gentle and kind artificial humanoid who is taken in by a suburban family. Despite his kindness, his unusual scissor hands and ghostly look make the townspeople afraid of him. As the story unfolds, the neighborhood turns against him, and he is eventually chased out of town. Lily-Rose admitted that the ending left her so shaken that she never wanted to watch the film again. "I remember being petrified by that, which is weird, because I don't have many memories from when I was that young," she said. "It's a difficult childhood memory." Over the years, Johnny Depp has spoken about how much Edward Scissorhands meant to him. The role was one of his first major departures from mainstream Hollywood expectations, allowing him to prove himself as a serious actor. He has often credited the film for giving him creative freedom in his career. However, it seems that playing such an isolated and tragic character also left a lasting impression on him and his daughter in very different ways. The actress added that, as an artist, she is naturally drawn to characters with depth and complexity, something she learned from her father's performances. "I'm interested in the darker underbelly of things," she explained. "As an actor, you hope that your role will be as meaty as can be, so you have as much to dive into as possible." Johnny Depp's Edward Scissorhands remains one of his most beloved roles, and the film itself has been hailed as a masterpiece. But for his daughter, the emotional weight of watching her father as Edward made it a film she struggled to revisit. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment, and turn on post notifications to stay updated with our latest content.